Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. And it seems that we are live. Come on, Mike. Where are you going? Anyway. Time for a short live. Yeah. As you well know, and probably you've already noticed, situation in the world is actually interesting. I did say that January 2026 is going to be quite interesting and exceptional, and this is just the 7th or the 8th of January. 1 second, we have the 8th of January, and it's is it 2 o'clock at night? It's I will have to rectify this one. It is 20 past 1 Irish time right now. So it is actually quite difficult for me to have this conversation with you today, and it is because one second, I will get the camera higher, maybe even higher. Come on. Okay. So I did have a number of precognitions and astrological analysis in the last couple of months. I started my channel maybe a year ago, and just recently in one of the lives or maybe videos, I did mention that I had two visions or precognitions regarding, first of all, water bus in Dublin, and well, partially it is I was correct, because there was some sort of local government in Dublin thinking of introducing a water bus for decongestion of traffic in Dublin, because Dublin is the slowest city in Europe, if not in the world. Traffic is pretty bad in Dublin. So that's number one. And then I thought to myself, okay, let's do some more visions regarding Ireland, and I did say it publicly that there is some sort of a ship, but I see it in the Atlantic. And a couple of days later, maybe there was a problem with a ship that was sending drones or something. But that was in the Irish Sea, so close to Dublin. And just yesterday or the day before, there was this event with a ship on the Atlantic, and this is what I actually felt. And subscribe to my channel. Come on, be nice and subscribe. So there was this situation, 1 second, with, as Irish Mirror says, Trump eyes military mission off coast of Ireland to capture runaway oil tanker. And more or less, I've seen this one, or maybe a military ship, a Russian military ship that was protecting or was supposed to protect this one. The whole information that I got was that there is some sort of an action with a vessel, with a ship west from Ireland in the Atlantic Ocean. I am not aware what was the exact location of these events, but in a way that they did happen. So I had a similar vision to this one. And another vision that I had regarding Ireland was a block, like an empty road. And right now I'm saying, like, with this with another vessel close to Dublin sending drones, I'm not sure about this one, but I did say that I've seen like a dual carriageway or a motorway empty. I didn't know the reason at that stage. Is this the one? Is this the picture that I've seen in my vision before? I don't know. Cork's Macroom bypass shut in both directions following a series of icy roads collisions. So I did see something like that. Is it this one? This time I'm not sure. So I'm saying I'm not sure. But another two of my visions came true. and the question is, should I go on? Because I did say when and more or less what country and what is going to happen. I did say that before. But I still maybe don't believe myself too much. And then secondly, I don't want to deteriorate any moods of my viewers regarding what I've seen and what astrology is saying about the future of the world, maybe too much. Not to stress everyone. But you are here on my channel to get some recognitions, even if they are not the best in the world. And yes, I did say for a number of months, more than a year, that January this year is gonna be quite tense. Then February as well, then April probably, and the end of July. I did say that on multiple occasions. I did shoot a video about Iran and Israel, maybe even twice. And let's get back to these two countries, okay? Because what I feel is going to happen, and anyways, just recently I watched a number of other channels with like recognitions, and so many of them have similar views to what I've seen already. None of them mentions Panama. Panama, according to astrology, because astrology gives me timing and the visions, like maybe give me more insight. So it's not yet, in about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. But let's have a look at the map that was in one of my videos. That was the map of situation back then when we had this Afghanistan-Pakistan conflict and Pakistan-India conflict, and Thailand, Myanmar as well. Or is it? Yeah, Thailand, Myanmar, I think. Conflict in the same time. So I've just marked the most interesting places, and the blue lines here are the most important straits all over the world that are very important for global trade. So what I think might happen. Get back to the video about Iran that I made, about the fuse being lit in Tehran, and the fuse was going down. I have this picture somewhere. 1 second, I'll try to find it and show it to you, okay? Because it should be somewhere in my because I still have the videos that I made for you. Maybe not the videos, but thumbnails. I have an old computer, so so I don't really have room for many videos, but thumbnails do not take too much place. Okay, I found the picture. So this is the picture that was in the video of Iran that I made. So that was the vision that I had regarding the fuse being lit here somewhere in Tehran, and it will go through the whole country to the Persian Gulf, the Hormuz Strait, in a way. Without having, I actually thought that, 1 second, we'll get back to the global map now, yeah. So I actually thought that this small country here will do similar action as they did before. They will send some flying things onto this country. This country will get angry and will set flying things back to this country. But that was the reason for the fuse to go on. But it seems that the fuse going on is more or less internal. Well, you know that there are agents working in each and every country of the world, everyone spying on everyone. So the question is, who's playing this game right now? But anyway, so I think that what might be played this time is, as this country is weakened by internal problems, by the internal emotions, and Saturn is aspecting the emotions of that country at this stage. So in a revolutionary way. So this is what is happening. So this country would like to maybe send some flying things onto this country to make it even weaker. But as they did, and they learned the lesson that this country is gonna send even more flying things onto this tiny country here, they maybe decided to play the game differently and send these things here and send the flying things made by this country to this country. Maybe these flying things will go here, stop in Greece, Turkey, Germany on the way, and then they will launch from some of other countries and send more smaller flying things onto this country, and this country will get angry again. And in this way, it would be difficult for this country to reply to this country. But I think that this country this time is gonna to reply again to this small country, and it can do it in a way that wasn't done to this extent before. So that's why I say again, get back to the videos about these two countries that I made in a couple of weeks ago. I think I made them before Christmas, didn't I? And the thing is that this small country seems to be having internal problems as well. And maybe this is the way of burning off the transit. So they will try to find the enemy outside instead of fighting the enemy within. So regarding these two countries, I think it's gonna get interesting again. But finally, this country, in a way, as I remember, I'm not looking at the horoscope right now. I'm sorry, I should be showing you. So I think this country might be in big trouble again. And looking into the horoscopes, this country seems to be having much better horoscope than this country for this particular moment. I don't know how the internal problems will end up in this country. I didn't get any precognition so far, and I didn't really analyze that because it's stressful enough for everyone. Maybe I should. If so, I'll do it overnight. But it seems that the reply from this country to this country might be quite serious and significant. And I don't really think that the internal problems will overwhelm this country. I don't know. And now, let's get back to the global game. Because this country here, you know what's the name of this country, is was the most powerful empire on the planet, ruling basically all the business all around the world, more or less, apart from maybe tiny 3 countries. This country, Cuba, this country, that I don't want to say name of it, and the small country here as well. And all other countries in a way were affected by the power of this country. But then, in the last 30 years, we had a massive growth of this country that is trying to become the biggest power in the world. It already did it not in the financial way, but in a production way. It is a country that can produce most cars, drones, tires, mugs, everything. And this is what always counted if you are talking about the strength of a country. So before the Second World War, Germany, Italy, and Japan, I think, all together, the economy of these 3 countries were not even 20% of the economy of the United States back then. But right now, China's economy alone is something like, 40% of American GDP. But if we are talking about reality, the question is how much of the numbers are actually financial services and digital services that the world can live without. Imagine that, for example, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are gone, would world be fine? Probably yes, because in a number of weeks there would be huge number of similar services. Some of them would die out after a while, maybe 2 or 3 or 5 would survive, but the world would be fine. Worst case scenario would be if there was no tires in the world, for example, or no mags or calculators, real stuff that would be gone. That would be a serious problem, or medicines maybe, yeah? So China is the biggest economy regarding producing stuff, real stuff in the world. And they are going to take control, well, they are trying to take control over the world bit by bit. United States used to be biggest trading partner for most of the world for a very, very long time. And then in the last 30 years, it turns out that China is the biggest trading partner to almost every country in the world, including United States probably. I don't know whether there is another country that is bigger trading partner for the United States than China. Maybe there is, I don't know. Lots of instability and crack of the system is already happening. So we've seen Venezuela. We can cross out the countries in the Middle East that had some sort of a revolution. It's Libya, Tunisia, Morocco, I think, Algeria, Egypt, I'm not sure. Iraq, Syria, Yemen, and then we have this new country here as Somaliland, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India problems, Myanmar, Thailand problems. So the world is already destabilized. And of course I have forgotten about Ukraine, yeah? And Ukraine. So the world is already destabilized from the very simple system that most of the countries in the world stopped believing that the United States can supply what they did. So safety and biggest economy to sell stuff to. So more visions, because I had some. So the ones that I remember, I just thought about it while I was at work today or the day before. I just need to get a map. And I got a map. We have a map. So this is the map of Italy. All I got about Italy was I just marked it. I don't know exactly when it was. It was more or less something like here that Italy got divided into 2 halves, more or less like that, or maybe something like that, yeah. That Italy will get divided. Was this line here? Maybe it was a bit lower, but the line in a type of an S pattern, and I'm just wondering, is there any like mountain ranges here? Sorry for my. There actually is. It is possible that would suit the mountain ranges. Anyway, I've seen some sort of a line like that dividing Italy into 2 halves, yeah. So that is precognition number 1 that I had. And I would like to remind the precognitions that I already had about Panama. And it is supposed to be there's supposed to be lots of pressure in Panama very, very soon. That's let's say from around the 16th of January this year till the end of the month. Very serious pressure for Panama, for health of Panama, the backbone of Panama. If we look at Panama as a human being, the bone structure of Panama, and the bone structure of Panama are mostly the Panama Canal, and apart from Panama Canal, the other very important thing in Panama is probably banking. So these 2 economy driving factors I would call the bone structure of the economy of Panama, and they are going to get affected, and there's going to be massive pressure on these on this one point that is responsible for these two, let's say, economic factors, in my less than humble opinion. That's my opinion only. Remember, this is astrology and vision, so I can be wrong all the time. But anyways, you can subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I have to say that all the time, because otherwise 90% of the viewers are not subscribers. So these two factors are going to get affected, and in the same time, communication in the sector of communication of Panama is going to get affected as well. That's a non-harmonious energy, so very dynamic and requiring adjustments in the system. The question is it going to affect the Panama Canal? As it, for example, when the appropriate transits came to Egyptian Suez Canal, we had this canal being blocked by a oil tanker. Was it by a big ship? Yeah, it was blocked. Then I checked the horoscope, because there is available horoscope with an hour of the Suez Canal, and yes, that was visible in the horoscope of Suez Canal. I didn't have time to do the future of Suez Canal yet. Hopefully I will do it. I cannot find the official opening of Panama Canal with an hour. That would be handy if I had it. But again, I had this vision about Panama being in a way under pressure and blocked. Go back to the video. What I said, I don't remember. But Panama, and that's January, mid-January to end of January. And I hope it won't happen. And I hope I am wrong, because that would be lots of stress for lots of people and everyone around the world, as that would affect the trade that Panama is known for. Another vision that I had, Italy. So we've covered this one. Another one, this small country here and here, will go in a not very friendly manner, as explained. A small country using this big country to do boom boom here, and then this country maybe get angry with this country and do big boom 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 here, and then we'll see what happens next. Fuck, stupid. Like, I hope, I am so pro peace that we could coexist, do our stuff together without going to war. But the thing is that if a failing empire is losing control and power, it will do everything it can. Usually in the history, it does not really happen too often that it will give up their and this is it means that they would have to give up the dominance of dollar in the world, so ability to print as much money as they want without fight. And if they did, maybe there would be peaceful solution. If they want, the worst day of peace is always better than the best day of war. As simple as that. So this country, I did a precise analysis of this country and the current president of this country. It does not look good for this country, and the president would have difficult times as well. And I think that I said that around the 6th or maybe the 9th of January, I don't remember, you would have to get back to film about Mr. Zelensky, made a couple of days ago, I think, before Christmas. Would have to, in a way, maybe move out or flee, or there will be pressure on him anyways. So I believe that this country is in big trouble and is going to stay in big trouble. But apart from that, I had a clear vision that this region in Poland will be in a sort, there would be, the transportation would be overwhelmed. So as if lots of people was coming to this country, to this region in Poland. 1 second. To this region in Poland, if you can, I'm not showing you. Oh shit. Sorry. So that there would be lots of people trying to come to this region or going out from this region. So as you can see, this region in Poland, as if it was the transportation overwhelmed. So the bus is full, trains full, airplanes full. Everyone wants to get into this region or from this region, outside, to the west, let's say. So this country, Ukraine, in big trouble together with the president. Very, very stressful time for this country and for the president of this country. This country, not yet, but it is going to be very stressful period for Poland, and I do believe that if the things for this country goes really sideways, Poland will lose independence by 2036 maybe. There's gonna be many points. If Poland plays the game the best they can, maybe they will become a very powerful European nation. If not, occupation and loss of independence for many, many years maybe. I did a horoscope of Estonia, and Estonia seems to be in some sort of problem in 2027. I haven't done Finland yet. Hopefully I will. And regarding Russia, I did say that Russia is going to be in some sort of problem as well. I don't remember the date. I did show you the horoscope, and the dates are in the horoscope of Russia, as far as I remember. I just reminded myself that I had a vision regarding I'm not sure whether this is the gate in Kiev, but I did draw I did draw a picture and explained what and how is going to be associated. I think this is the gate. Might be the different gate. So go back to that video. I think that I just got 17 views on that video. So it might be a different European country. That I did see unrest in European country. Anyways, I did say that in some of the German-speaking countries there is going to be some sort of a clash between two gangs or people armed with machetes. Yeah. So I did say that. Didn't happen so far. So good, and I hope it will never happen, and that all be nice and peaceful. I think that personally, I'm like not online yet. I did have a look at Norway, Sweden, Finland's horoscope, and Denmark's horoscope, and Denmark seems to be in the biggest difficulties for the time being, but I haven't done it officially online yet. I had another vision regarding Japan, because I did tell you the story in one of the previous videos that I see Japan. I thought of getting a free house in Japan with a friend of mine from work. We were discussing the subject, and then I had this precognition that it's gonna be like, if it's not already is, like that Japan is deserted, there is very little people in it, and if you want to visit your neighbor, like you live here, let's say, and the nearest neighbor is here. Oh no, I don't want to sure. And the nearest neighbor is here, like 190 kilometers away. Yeah. So Japan empty. This is the vision I had. I don't know when, but I think I found a reliable horoscope for Japan, maybe, and I will try to have a look at it. I said about Taiwan, I don't see it going boom, 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 boom with this country, China. I think that would be the biggest failure for China to incorporate Taiwan forcefully into China. They want to do everything peacefully without doing boom, boom. So these are the precognitions I had. I'm sorry that they are... Well, if I had some live viewers right now asking me questions, that would be handy, because then I could have some more. I did have precognition regarding Argentina. I did tell you some sort of a underwater submarine here with damaged rear area of the submarine. I think the left side of the submarine damaged. Submarine black. I didn't see nationality of it. Panama in the middle of this month, and I hope I'm wrong. when I had another one regarding the Malacca Strait, that I did show you that on the map, that there's going to be some sort of maybe blocked traffic here in the Strait of Malacca, Singapore Strait. Where is the Malacca Strait? Or is it this one? Malacca Strait, yeah. So that the traffic would be limited in this area as well due to some sort of blockades. Yes, dynamic timing, but as I said before, even though the time is dynamic, these are the days to wake up, to use this energy for your own elevation of your soul. And as I said, this energy point, I did mention them in one of my videos. So they are right now. For tomorrow morning, I think, 8:30 or maybe 9 o'clock in the morning local time. So that would be probably like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in New York. There's going to, I made a special video with our affirmation for you. And I do believe that this is a very good time for doing affirmations and trying to wake up and do what you are supposed to do what you are meant to do. And so that's right now, very dynamic period of time, very prolific and productive. You can turn it to a very productive piece of time right now. From the middle of month, like from the 16th to the 29th of January, that is going to be extremely dynamic period of time as well. But you can use it in a way to find in your deepest hidden secret of yourself and your soul. Use this time. Use the affirmation I made for you, the mantra I made for you. You can do your own. Just try to use this very, very energetic timing in January. There is going to be just probably one moment like that in February that can be used in a similar matter. And then probably April as well. But these days of January and February are extremely strong, and they can be used to do good, to harness energy of the universe, and to use it for your own benefit. And in a way, I feel I don't know whether, I'm not sure, and if I'm not sure, maybe I shouldn't be doing that, telling you exactly what and when is going to happen in the world. But we are in a really high energy times. Demand from yourself to be assigned to the most benefic timeline for yourself. So demand from yourself and space-time that you want to be on the best timeline for yourself, and hopefully this best timeline for yourself is without events with very non-harmonious energy. Keep demanding from space-time and yourself to be on the most optimal, the best path for your soul, for the elevation of your soul. Yes, the times that are ahead of us are challenging, and I try to give you, not only you, but myself, assistance in turning them into most prolific times of your life, if I can. So I did start this Telegram group. If you want to join, you would have to find it on under one of my videos. You have to find the video. Just one video contains links to this Telegram group if you want to. And this is where I will try to to do something that probably wasn't done before, and I'm not gonna charge you anything for it. It is going to be based on tip based. So if you want to tip me for what I do for you, I'll be happy. If there's like many people tipping me, I'll be very happy. But I am not going to charge you for any sort of service on Telegram. I did start a service on Cameo. If you have questions whether to do or not to do something in a particular time in your life, you can use the Cameo service. Just below, the link below in this video. You are more than invited. I did even have one customer already, so I'm very happy. Making money is not bad. So if I make lots of money using my astrology skills and maybe some other skills, I would be happy. Challenging time are ahead of us. As I said before, I didn't say about dentists, but I'm going to have a surgery soon. Dentist, be in good health. If you're not in the best health, supply of meds for like a number of months, imagine that there is no supplies for you. Whether will you survive without meds or not? Get some med supplies, full petrol or diesel tank in your car, and yeah, and good mood. Yeah, good mood is the most important part, I think. Ask me questions, write me questions. Some people did ask me questions about if the current government of this country is going to fall. I'm not so sure about that, because this country, they really don't want to see this country falling. If this country falls, there's going to be great instability in the Middle East, and we didn't see any reply to what happened with Venezuela yet, just diplomatic replies. Is there going to be a reply? I think that maybe this Panama might be some sort of stressful and difficult times in Panama might be answer to that stuff, yeah. And ask me questions. I will do the horoscope for nations, but if I do believe that we can get together on the best possible option for all of us, yeah. So try to sign for the best possible timeline because every one of us has a number of timelines available. I think that the number of timelines available to us is massive. It's not just one or two or three, but sometimes there are these pivotal points where you can switch and jump the timelines using much less energy. And one of these points is happening right now. That's these days in January, then from the half of January till the end of January. And these days are going to be quite challenging for me as well. Then another point will be on the 19th, 20th of February, and then April, and then late July. These are pivotal and epic times. Jump the lines, choose the best option for yourself. As I said, mantra available from tomorrow. If you want to use some of my services, you know how to find me. So that's it for today. I'm quite tired and I'm going to bed. And if I have, I don't, and honestly, convince me, why should I have more insights than one? I just had one. So this area here that I always wanted to visit, yeah, because Cyprus is divided into two parts, the Greek Cyprus here and the northern Cyprus, Turkish Cyprus. So I did just now feel that there might be some tension regarding this Cyprus, the northern Cyprus. There might be some tension. There is just one country that recognizes northern Cyprus, that's Turkey, and I think that there might be some Greece, northern Cyprus, pressure and tension. So I go to that as well. It's much nicer to do horoscopes, I think. I will try to do this horoscope of Japan and some other countries when I have time. Maybe it will not happen before the weekend, but anyways, as the tension is escalating all over the world, that I just wanted, I did the part that I wanted to do as many videos before this January, and then hopefully from March on, and after April we'll have a couple of months of rebreather, and then the middle of the summer, and then maybe autumn will get relaxed for a while. But the times are epic. Choose to choose the best possible timeline for your life, for yourself, for your soul. Yeah, and ask me questions. And you know what? It's going to be the global or Rogi. Is this going to be global or just in Europe? No, global. Global. I don't know whether how long are you watching this video for, but I did cover most of the countries that I covered before, just as a sum up for the epic and pivotal times. I'm so hopeful that what I said about Panama will not happen, because as I said before, there's gonna be, maybe this horoscope of Panama is wrong and maybe it will not happen, but go back to the video of Panama I did today, and you can just rewind this video, because I've seen loads of tension in Panama, like, yeah. So I did cover most of the countries. I think I need to do horoscope of Chile as well. I did Argentina. Argentina may have some, there's gonna be interesting times all over the world, Roger, all over the world. And regarding Europe, if you haven't seen, you can go and watch the video about the civil war in Europe that I made, regarding making just about one of the visions that I had. And I think that in the vision I've seen maybe Ukraine, maybe not, I don't know. But the sad thing is that some of the visions, as I said at the very beginning of this video, started to materialize. That was regarding Ireland and the ship somewhere here, and the empty roads in Ireland. We'll see what happens. If you have any questions, you can write them, or you can join my Telegram group. If you find a link to the video with the Telegram link to it, and maybe, because I don't want to sell fear and negative emotions, so maybe if some of the viewers ask me in the Telegram questions regarding the world, like, yeah, I will give them one-on-one answer without sending not the best maybe news to everyone all over the world, yeah, or maybe these 5 people that are watching me right now, more like one person. Roger, that's it for tonight. Time to go to bed. It's quite late. So that's it, and I'll be back hopefully with some horoscopes and good news only. Maybe I should have called my channel Good News Only. Thanks for watching, and again, subscribe. That would be nice if you subscribe to my channel. Then I will make more videos and I will be very happy. Yeah, that's it.